I'm an attorney. I practice law in Seattle. I have a commercial litigation practice, which keeps me pretty busy. So the first time I connected with David would have been when shortly after my aunt died, and that would have been 2005. Yeah. And she was like my mother, my second mother. We were extremely close, and she had this horrible, long battle with cancer. She fought it courageously. And I sought you out because another family member had attended one of your seminars and spoke really highly of you. And so I called you and wanted you to help me try to make sense of my aunt's death. And our relationship really just blossomed from there in many, many really wonderful ways. After she had gone, that I struggled with, that did I do enough? Did I say enough? Is she okay? Is she in a good place? All of the things that I think are pretty natural things somebody would want to know if you lost a loved one, and I'm trying to resolve my own feelings about that, trying to make sense of something that really can't be explained. And you helped me talk to her. You helped me make sense of it. And I think the most important thing about that is you helped me heal from it. You helped me accept it and heal from it, and accept the blessing that she brought to my life. And so that was pretty remarkable, pretty profound, pretty special for me. How our relationship grew from that single event where you helped me process the horrible event of losing my aunt. As we worked through that, it was such a revelation in so many ways. It was eye-opening to look at things more broadly from a different perspective. And it was so natural to have that experience grow into life coaching and advice. And for me, I thought, gosh, if David could help me with an event that really defies any explanation whatsoever and help me accept that and be at peace with it, it was so easy for me to say, I know he can help me with the other challenges in life. And see, we live in this whole, kind of era where people want immediate, satisfaction, self-gratification, They don't want to work at the problem, they want it fixed for them. So like the whole attraction to a psychic is, I don't want to work through my problems, just tell me it'll get better tomorrow, or what's in store for me, and then leave it at that. But life doesn't work that way. It's use it as a way to better yourself. And that's what I really enjoy about working with you, is that use the information for its best purpose, which is to make yourself as, to achieve your own personal goals and achieve your highest good. That's what I like about it. One of the things that my aunt dying dredged up for me were issues like, are you doing the right thing with your life? Are you meeting your expectations? You confront things like fear. When somebody dies that's close to you, it forces you to look inward and say, what is my life all about? When I get to the end of my life, for me, I don't want to waste it. And so it forced me to confront my own fears around my job, fears around relationships, fears around my family. How can I just be okay and be at peace? And so those are some of the things that we initially tackled in working together. And those are the things that you really helped me understand. When challenges occurred in my life, you helped me understand why they occurred. The phrase that we've always talked about in our sessions, that the universe always conspires for our best interest, and really understanding that message on a very deep level. And once you understand that, you can take apart the life events that occur that create challenges for you and really grasp the lesson and grow through that. So those are the things that we really have worked very hard on and have been most meaningful to me. True. I mean, she kids about it, but it is true. And one of the most remarkable things about working with you is you have that incredible gift of being able to listen and explain something in a way that can be understood. You know, and the things that people bring into this room when they talk to you are really challenging life events. Everybody has different ones, and that rare gift to be able to listen and explain it and explain why things happen in a way that you can accept and understand and grow from. It's pretty remarkable. I said earlier on, I'm an attorney in a career that is very demanding, and I've always been very dedicated to my craft. I've always wanted to excel at a high level, and I had a genuine love, I always have, for being a trial lawyer and practicing law. And I felt in the job I was in before this recent move, I felt really stuck. I had become an administrator, not a trial lawyer, and I'd been stuck there for a long time. I had a great title, but all of a sudden I realized that I hated my job. I got up every day and went to work, and I hated it. And I didn't understand why I was feeling that way, because I had a great job. I was a partner at a reputable law firm. I was making a lot of money on paper, and to the outside world, it was, how could anybody possibly complain about this? But I knew in my heart it wasn't fulfilling, and it wasn't what I wanted to do. And we started talking about it. And what was really amazing about that is you helped me understand how change happens. There's nothing that's accidental that occurs in the universe, and I firmly believe that. But you explained to me how change happens, and when you're ready for it and when you're not. And for me, the biggest gift of that work we did together was giving me the courage to make the change. Because at one point, when you're staring at this, do I stay, do I go, do I try to pursue this other opportunity, you have to be willing to say, this could all go south, and tomorrow I may not have any job. But then you have to have the courage to face that fear and reach for the opportunity that seems to make a lot of sense. And for me, it was you giving me that courage and peace of mind to know that it was time for me to change. I shouldn't fear reaching for that opportunity, and that was just remarkable. It's hard to have courage. It's hard to face those life-changing events like a new job and all that it entails, and you think, I could lose my financial security. And once you start down that what if, there's a long line of bad things that could happen. But it was really important to not be paralyzed by that fear, and to have the inner peace to say, the universe always is going to point me in the right direction if I try to help myself. And it's amazing. It's amazing. I don't think in my life I've ever faced a decision and made it from that position of internal strength. And it was wonderful.
So are you happy?
Yeah, absolutely. I get up every morning, and the things that were missing are now there. I feel mentally stimulated. I feel mentally challenged. You know, that great feeling that I had when I first became a lawyer, where I couldn't wait to get to work. You know, now I feel like I'm a lawyer again. I'm not running around as an administrator supervising lawyers. I'm actually serving clients and, you know, trying cases and doing the things that I always loved that made me want to be a lawyer in the first place. So, you know, it's a wonderful feeling to achieve that inner peace, and to, you know that because I had the courage to do it, it happened.